friends, welcome back to Ouroboros Tarot. So before we get started, I just want to explain my voice. I got a cold a few days ago and I feel totally fine now, but my voice is still recovering from it. So I apologize if that is something that is going to bother you. Please feel free to just not watch this video. And hopefully I am back in full swing very soon. I just really wanted to do a video right now, so I decided, what the heck, why not? But today we're doing a reading on you versus them. What is it that they are thinking, feeling, and what is shifting? I have 4 piles for you to choose from. If you don't find a message in your pile, you might want to try another one, or there might not be a message here for you today, and that's okay too. As always, I ask that you use your own judgment. You know your situation best, and your relationship with yourself as well as with the person in question is always much more profound than what I have to say. So if anything isn't sitting right with you, that's okay. Trust your gut. But anyway, let's get on into it. We have 4 piles to choose from. Pile 1, Pile 2, Pile 3, and Pile 4. Go ahead and pause this video if you need to. Take as much time as you need to find the pile that sits right with your energy as well as with your person's, and I will see you in a minute. Hello, Pile 1. So today we are doing a reading on you versus them. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? And what is shifting in this connection? Again, I want to apologize for the sound of my voice. I lost it, clearly. I feel fine. I did have a little cold earlier this week, and my voice is still recovering, and honestly, I just really wanted to do a reading right now, so if this voice is bothering you, feel free to click off. But yeah, I feel totally okay. Okay, so how this is going to work is this pile here is going to represent one person in terms of how this person is showing up right now, as well as their energy toward the connection. And this is going to be representative of the other person. This oracle card that you picked is going to represent the connecting energies currently between the two of you. And then we'll go ahead and get into tarot, and we'll ask, what is it that each one of you is thinking, feeling, and what's shifting for each one of you? And then this Prism Oracle deck will represent the connecting energies between the two of you for each of those 3 things. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on into it. I'm just going to set these to the side for right now. So person 1 is being represented as the otter and the child orphan. And their current energy toward this connection is justice and under a spell. And then person 2 is being represented as the scorpion and the whale and the slave. And their energy toward this connection is volcano. And then the current energy between the two of you, the connecting energy, is the starborn. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with person 1. The otter is a very playful, fun-loving, joyous creature that lives very freely and loves without boundaries, and is very much in their child spirit. And then to clarify this, we have the child orphan. And I'm sensing that there might be a little bit of the light attributes as well as like a tiny bit of these shadow attributes that are showing up in this child orphan. I sense, because the otter is here, that this person is more so in their light attributes of the child orphan, in which this person is really independent and perhaps feels fear like all of us do, but does not let fear dictate the choices that they make in life. But the reason why I say that I think that there might be some shadow attributes also kind of coming to the surface right now is because person 2 is being represented as the scorpion. So they could be a Scorpio. However, the biggest takeaway that I'm getting from this scorpion energy is of somebody who feels scorned. And with the whale being next to it, I feel as though this person is really in their feelings right now and really wants to dive deeper into what it is that they are feeling about it. There's just a lot of emotion here, and it's hurt feelings. So, I mean, the shadow attributes of the child orphan and I don't think that it's all of them. I think that perhaps this otter person could have potentially sought comfort or connection in some other place, and this has kind of hurt the scorpion's feelings. And if that's not the case, I feel like this scorpion person is working through something independently right now, which in turn is affecting the course of this relationship or this connection, which is why this is being represented right now. However, I do feel like for most of you, some sort of mistake, it doesn't feel too serious, or perhaps it's that this otter is not viewing this as seriously as the scorpion person is, and that's why it doesn't feel so serious to me. But with justice here, it feels like this person, when it comes to their energy toward this connection, really wants to make things right, really wants to apologize or show this scorpion person that they can do better, or that they aren't going to make the same mistakes again in the future. And with Under a Spell here, I would say also that there's a lot of love here, and they feel very drawn to the scorpion person. For the scorpion person, we also have slave, and I think that right now this person is really being dictated by their emotions. It kind of feels like they are not in a very grounded place in which they're in their power, and in a place of trusting that where they are at is where they're meant to be currently. It seems like they're more being guided or thrown about essentially by their emotions. And with Volcano being the energy that they are bringing toward this connection, it feels as though they aren't really expressing what it is that they need to express, and eventually, if they don't communicate in an open and honest and healthy way, there might be some sort of explosion. They feel like they're going to explode because of this, whatever it is that they are not saying. And then the connecting energy between these two people is the Starborn, which means that both of these people feel a very strong connection to one another, and also feel like this connection was meant to be. It was written in the stars. It's destined. And for the Starborn to be here, this would say that this is a really prominent and purposeful connection that you have found. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into what each of you is thinking, feeling, and what's shifting. So, what is this otter person thinking right now? Okay. There's just too many. I'm just going to take these right here because I saw them. We have the Nine of Wands, the World, and then we also have Justice. Again. Okay, and what are they feeling? Okay, we have the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords. Okay, and then the Seven of Wands. And then what is shifting for this otter person? We have the Lovers. The Four of Swords. And then the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. And then let's go ahead and get into this person. What is this Scorpion person thinking? Okay. We have Death, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. What are they feeling? Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, we have the Four of Cups. And then we also have the Four, oh my gosh, there's too many. The Four of Pentacles. And then what is shifting for this Scorpion person? We have the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and Strength. Okay, and then finally, let's go ahead and get into the connecting energies. So in terms of what you're thinking, we have Reflection. Feeling, we have Strength and Comfort. And what's shifting for these two people? We have Ghost. Okay. So, when it comes to how this otter person is, what they're thinking right now. Oh, you know what? There's also this Seven of Cups underneath this. I didn't see that. So in terms of what this otter person is thinking right now, we have Justice yet again. And we also have the World, which can signify, it can signify endings or cycles coming to a close. And I think that however this otter person has been showing up recently, it feels kind of like they are realizing that this connection is not going to last much longer if they perhaps don't put in the effort that this Scorpion person is looking for. With Justice being here again, I'm sensing this is just further acknowledgement that this otter person is acknowledging that they made a mistake and it's up to them to make it right. And with this Nine of Wands here, I also sense that they're not ready to. They're looking at this connection as something that they want to hold on to, rather than something that they want to let go of. In terms of how they are feeling, we have the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. I think currently this person is really in a state of logic. For two court cards to come out that are swords, it's showing me that this otter person is really more so in their mental space rather than in their heart space right now, which I think might actually be really, really beneficial, seeing as how this Scorpion person seems to be flying by the seat of their emotional pants at the moment. I think that this otter person is trying to kind of level things out in that regard, and think things through clearly. And they have a strong desire with the Seven of Wands to really protect this connection or defend this connection or defend any perceived threats that they might be picking up on. And then in terms of what's shifting, we have the Lovers, the Four of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. I think this Lovers card is here because this person this person sees this Scorpion person as their lover, as their counterpart. And if we look at this otter, the otter is looking directly at the Scorpion, but the Scorpion is looking away, and the Scorpion is what is being represented as the wounded energy. But then this whale is also looking toward the otter. However, in order to look toward the otter, the whale still has to look at the pain. And so for the lovers to be here, this is indicating to me that this otter person is already in this energy of viewing this person as a lover. However, I think that they are soon going to be coming into an energy of recognizing that perhaps it's not their decision to make, and they're going to have to take a step back and not be in this action-oriented energy anymore of trying to defend and allow this other person the space they need to make up their mind. And with the Apprentice of Gems here, the Knight of Pentacles, I think that this otter person is shifting into a slower moving energy. Then over here, in terms of the Scorpion person, we have Death, which is the card of Scorpio. We have the Two of Cups, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. I think when it comes to how they are thinking about this connection, they are seeing it as something that needs to transform, and in its transformation can come profound healing. The Death card is not a scary card when there's acceptance with it. It brings about rebirth, renewal, and transformation. And the Two of Cups is, just it's a beautiful card of love, of companionship, of partnership. And I think that what this is indicating with this Ten of Pentacles here as well is that this Scorpion person views the otter as their life partner, or as a long-term potential partner. In terms of how they're feeling, though, we have more wounded energy. And it's not the Three of Swords. It's not something that's representing like absolute heartbreak. And what I think is interesting is we have the Knight of Swords here, and we also have the Knight of Swords in the same exact position. Both of these people are really feeling ambitious, but also more so in a logical way than in a heart space way right now. With the Four of Cups being here and the Four of Pentacles, this person's heart space is really closed off right now. And that's not the same as saying that they have closed this connection off to the otter, because we have these positive cards right here. It's just that there's this healing that needs to be done, and this person is focusing more on what has gone wrong rather than what this otter person is trying to offer them currently. And with the Four of Pentacles here, it's just reserved, conservative. It's a conservative attitude, closed off one, where your heart space is protected and it's a little greedy. You don't want to share. You don't want to be open. It's just not an open energy. And that's where I would say this person is at emotionally right now. They're still in this like wounded, I need to retreat into my shell type of attitude. But then over here, okay, so what is shifting? We have the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and Strength. I think what's shifting for this person is more or less the same. Like it's not all the same, because we have Strength here. But the Five of Pentacles is another like really sad card, and the Eight of Swords is a card of not feeling as though you have the power to do anything. And I think that what this is indicating is that this Scorpion person might be in this headspace for a minute before they find their inner strength, before they realize that they actually do have some power here. And even if it's not, so like if you're this Scorpio person and you're looking at this otter person as like somebody who has really betrayed you or hurt you, what I'm saying isn't in regards to like, oh, they're gonna have to, like, the Scorpion person is realizing that they're gonna have to like accept that this has happened and just like pretend like everything's okay. No, of course that's not what I'm saying. And Like, please don't ever misinterpret me in any way, in thinking that I don't have your best interest at heart. So if something isn't resonating, always listen to that first. But what I would say is that there are certain things, even in moments in which everything goes to shit, there are still things that you can control, even if it's not other people. Even if this otter person is trying their hardest, but deep down inside you know that what it is that you truly want from them, they're not going to give it to you. Okay, that's something that you can't control. It's out of your control, but you can control how you respond to that. You can control how you, how much energy you allow yourself to put toward this connection. You know, there's a lot of control that you still have over yourself and your own perspectives, or what you allow into your space. And I think that is what this Scorpion person is coming to terms with, or this is what is shifting for them. And then okay, so that's what I'm seeing. And then in terms of the connecting energy of what these people are thinking, both of these people are in a state of just kind of thinking things through right now, really honoring what has happened, reflecting, learning from this, and trying to improve themselves is what I would say. In terms of how they are feeling, I would say that, like, if you two aren't in contact, this would indicate that both of you, with strength and comfort here, both of you kind of miss one another. Both of you feel comforted in one another's presence. You feel stronger in one another's presence. In terms of what's shifting, we have ghost here. And I think that what this is indicating, there's a couple of things. I think first and foremost, this ghost is representative of something from the past finally being acknowledged as dead, finally being acknowledged as done, and actually in the past. But I think this is also indicating that that's not going to be done without space. And that there's 1,000 ways to interpret space. So however that resonates with you is where I'm going to leave it. But let's go ahead and get you some relationship affirmators. What advice is there for pile 1? Okay. Wait and see. Thoughts love to wander into assumptions and race ahead into the future. But what if you told them to cool their jets and chill a sec? Today, you get to put your mental chatter on pause, take a breath, and simply wait and see how things play out before you let your mind run a marathon of imagined scenarios. Wait, and you'll see that waiting and seeing was a lot more productive than wondering and worrying. Insert audible sigh of relief here. All right, pile 1, well, this is what I am seeing for you. Thank you so much for giving me the chance to read for you today, and thank you for being kind and patient with me as I get my voice back. I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope that I will have the chance to read for you in another video when my voice is better soon. Bye! Hello, pile 2. So today we are doing a video on you versus them. So the cards here are going to represent one of you, and the cards here are going to represent the other one. And it's basically going to show us how you guys are showing up energetically for one another, as well as what energy you both have toward the connection. And then this card here that you picked is going to represent your connecting energy. And then we'll also go ahead and get tarot to let us see what each one of you is thinking, feeling, and what is shifting. And then in the middle, we will have more cards for the connecting energies for all 3 of those things I just mentioned. Okay, so I'm sorry that my voice is like this. I feel totally fine. I had a cold and I lost my voice, and I'm still just working on it coming back. But I feel totally fine, and if this is bothering you, feel free to skip on over this video and find another one. I just felt like doing a reading right now. So person 1 is showing up as the Phoenix, and the healer. And their energy toward the connection is slimy. And then person 2 is showing up as the eagle and the fish, as well as the damsel. And their energy toward the connection is rainbow transference. And then the connecting energies is the shaman. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with person 1, the phoenix. I feel like with this phoenix, they're very transformational. It feels like they have gone through many different transformations in this lifetime, and they have definitely done some intense inner work, and they have evolved to a very high plane, I would say. I would say that this person is very, very, very connected to their source. And who is not afraid of change or transformation in any way. And with the healer here, I would say that this Phoenix person, based on what I'm seeing here with the energies here, this Phoenix person is really helping this eagle person work through some wounds that need healing, or perhaps some thought processes that need shifting. But yeah, this Phoenix person just seems like they are incredibly authentic and showing up completely as themselves in this connection currently. And then we have this eagle person, and first I'm going to start with the energy of the fish, because I think that this tells a story, and honestly I want to put it like this. Okay, so the fish is representative of kind of like a restless energy, and also an energy that can at times become aimless, and therefore with that aimlessness comes kind of slippery relationships, or slippery connections, slippery goals. Everything kind of gets slippery when there's no intention being set. And I think that this fish person is desiring something really profound with this Phoenix person. However, they're kind of delaying this. Whether or not they know that or not is a different story. However, with the eagle being here as well, the eagle is representative of sudden shifts, profound changes coming this person's way that is going to aid in their evolutionary process, in their healing process. And what I'm sensing with this damsel here is that they may have been showing up more in the shadow attributes, where they're dependent heavily on this Phoenix person for support, or to be their friend, their lover, their therapist, their everything. And that's just, it's not possible for someone to meet every single need of another person. That's why having friends and building a life outside of your connection is so important. And I think that this is something that this fish person is currently working through. And also with the fish person not really having intentions, their energy toward this connection right now is kind of waking up to the realization that they do in fact have intentions of being with this Phoenix person. But the Phoenix person, their energy toward the connection right now is slimy. And this is kind of the same energy, or like it reminds me of the same word as slippery. And I feel like this person is kind of at a point right now where they're like, I can't meet this fish person where they're at, because this fish person does not know where they want to be at. And I don't think they could even tell me where they're at if I asked them directly. Yeah. But the connecting energies between these two people is the shaman, which is, it's a student-teacher dynamic, it's really interesting. And I feel like what's connecting these two right now is I think that this connection is really helping both of these parties evolve. And I don't know if this Phoenix person necessarily is aware of how this other person is aiding in their transformation, in their constant transformation. But I would say that both of these people are profoundly being affected by one another in terms of growth. But let's go ahead and get into the tarot. So let's go ahead and see what this Phoenix person is thinking. What is this Phoenix person thinking? Okay. We have the Lovers, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Swords. What are they feeling? Okay. We have the Six of Cups. The Seven of Wands, and the Three of Cups. And what's shifting for them? Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups reversed. Okay, let's also get some for the fish person. What is the fish person thinking currently? We have the Ace of Cups, the King of Swords, or the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. What are they feeling? We have the Four of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Sun. And what's shifting for this person? Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Fool, the Nine of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. And finally, let's go ahead and get into the connecting energies. For what you both are thinking, we have intuition. What are they both feeling? We have sadness and what is connecting them, or what is shifting for them. We have anxiety. Okay, so in terms of what this Phoenix person is thinking right now, we have the Lovers, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Swords. The Hierophant is a teacher, and also is somebody who's very traditional and really looks at things from a higher spiritual perspective. And I think that what this is indicating with this Ace of Swords and the Lovers is that this person sees this connection very clearly for what it is. It's something that is full of love and is written in the stars, is meant to be, is aiding in the learning process for both of these people. In terms of what they're feeling, we have the Six of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Three of Cups. I would say that if you guys are not in contact, this Six of Cups is indicating that this person misses you. If you are in contact, this is representative of fondness, of sweetness, of pure, innocent, unconditional love. And I feel a warmth with it. And with the Seven of Wands here, they also feel very protective over this fish person as well as this connection. And with the Three of Cups here, I would say that this is indicative of them wanting to work together, of them wanting to come together emotionally to work on this. And then in terms of what's shifting, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and then the Ten of Cups. So this to me is indicating that there could be separation for a little while longer. It doesn't feel like it's like forever. If it's not separation, it's just like a distance, or like kind of like a more quiet period in this connection, where this person is really going to be focusing on themselves for a while rather than this connection. And I think honestly that's what, you know, is meant to happen, because this person is about to go through something really profound. And I think with the Three of Pentacles here, this is indicating that this isn't going to be something that's like total isolation or a complete ending of any kind. There's going to be collaboration here. It's just in the near future, it's not going to be that happily ever after moment in which everything works out perfectly. There's still a lot of work to be done. And then over here, in terms of how this person is, what this person is thinking, we have the Ace of Cups. Oh, there's another card here. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. This person desires an emotional fresh start with this Phoenix person, and really has a lot that they want to say, really has like a lot of drive and ambition toward this person. However, at the same time, they are thinking that they need to take things slow, even though there are these really intense feelings and this desire to start over or to clarify or to just express their love. They're trying to stay in balance. In terms of how they're feeling, we have the Four of Cups, the King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Sun. I would say that this person is pretty sad right now, but also like there's two messages here. I feel like there's sadness, or just like a recognition on their end that right at this very moment, they need to focus on something other than than the emotional offer that's being brought to the table by this Phoenix. But that's not to say that this person has intentions of like cutting this Phoenix person off, or like it's not to say that this fish person doesn't feel anything for the Phoenix, because we have the King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Sun. The Sun kind of gives me the same energy as the Six of Cups. It's warm, it's innocent, it's childlike. And I feel like this is representative of both people feeling this immense love and care for one another. And then we have the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands. This person also feels inspired. And I would say a lot of it has to do with inspired to work on themselves. But also just inspired by this connection, by having met this Phoenix person. And then in terms of what is shifting for this fish person, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Fool, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. This person is about to take a leap of faith of some kind on their journey to help them heal what I feel like for a lot of them is an abandonment wound, especially with the damsel here as well. Or it's just like an attachment of some kind that they really need to work through, so that they don't feel so codependent. And with the Knight of Pentacles here and the Nine of Wands here, this is something that is going to be pretty profound for them, and also something that's long-lasting, something that's life-changing. And then in terms of what is connecting these two people, in terms of what they're thinking, we have intuition. Both of these people are connected psychically and can feel one another, and I think that this is acknowledging that both of them are aware of this. In terms of how they're feeling, there's sadness here. for both of these people. And then in terms of what's shifting, we have anxiety. I think that what this is indicating is that acceptance is on its way. Perhaps for this fish person, it's acceptance that shifts need to happen in order to help this connection grow, as well as for this fish person to show up for themselves in a way in which makes them happy. And for this Phoenix person, I think it's acceptance in knowing that their leadership or guidance right now is not needed anymore, while this person goes at it on their own for a little while. But that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Let's go ahead and get... And I want to be clear too that like I just felt this, like, this does not have to indicate that there is like going to be a breakup of any kind if you two are together. This could just be indicative of this Phoenix person allowing themselves to stop taking on the role of the teacher, and this fish person stopping themselves from taking on the role of student. It feels like a dynamic shift between these two people that might be a little uncomfortable at first for both parties. Okay, but now that I've said that, let's go ahead and get you guys an advice card. What advice is there for pile 2? Resilience. Sticks and stones may break my bones, and unkind words can somehow drain every bit of joy and color from my once rosy life. But nothing can ever permanently change the real me. I love myself, I cherish myself, and I vow to remember that I'm always camped out in the depths of myself, even when I do not feel like very much of myself. All right, pile 2. Well, this is what I'm seeing for you today. If this resonated, I would love to know about how it did in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching and for being kind and patient with me as my voice recovers. And I hope that I will have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye! Hello, pile 3. So today we're doing a reading on you versus them. These piles here are going to represent you and your person and your guys' energy toward the connection. And this card that you chose is going to be representative of the connecting energies between the two of you currently. We're also going to get tarot, and we're going to look into what each of you is thinking and feeling, and also what is shifting. And we'll also get cards to see what the connecting energies between the two of you are for each of those 3 things. I feel totally fine. I know my voice sounds awful. I had a cold a little while ago. I think I'm just a little overworked with graduate school coming to a close and trying to catch up on everything. And I've lost my voice, but I feel totally fine. And I just wanted to do a video right now, so I went ahead and I did it. So thank you for being patient with me, and if my voice is bothering you, please feel free to just not watch this video. But let's get into it. Person 1 is being represented as the egg and the queen, the black egg and the queen. And their energy toward this connection is the weight of truth. And person 2 is being represented as the fire ant and the advocate. And their energy toward this connection is something that is never truly yours and can't be caught. Okay, and then the connecting energy between the two of you is the womb. Okay, so what I'm seeing is 2 people who I feel like want the same thing, but are having a hard time understanding one another. And there's some like miscommunication or something going on here. So person 1 is being represented as the black egg and the queen. This person is really in a state of authentic power right now, of really practicing self-love and knowing what their truth is, knowing what it is that they want, what it is that they will stand for. And I think that this person is really exploring that right now and is just really in an empowered place. I think that because of this queen person might be kind of changing things up on this fire ant person, and this fire ant person can't keep up. Or like this queen person knows what it is that they want, or what it is that they have realized they deserved, but it's just not being relayed in a way in which this fire ant person can understand. And I don't, and the reason why I say that is because this fire ant person is also showing up as the advocate. And so what I feel is that this queen person with the weight of truth here might be feeling as though this fire ant person doesn't care for them because they're not showing up for them in the way in which they want them to. But this fire ant person just doesn't understand and is trying to with this advocate here. But they are kind of under the impression that no matter what they do, they can't get it right. With this can't be caught in something that is never truly yours. I kind of feel like at this point, the energy that this fire ant person has towards this connection is the energy of someone throwing their hands up in the air, and the energy of this queen person is of somebody who feels as though this fire ant person doesn't care for them or doesn't think that they're worth the effort. And the fire ant energy is, and a defensive energy is kind of like a heated energy. I feel like this fire ant person is kind of feeling like they have to defend themselves or have to explain themselves. There's just a feeling of misunderstanding here. And then the connecting energy between the two of these people is the womb. So there's a couple of things that I'm getting from this. I feel like for some of you, this is a connection that has that's been a long-term connection, a very significant connection in your life. And because of this, the both of you feel very kind of like, it feels like it's part of your identity. The womb can represent an origin story. And so I feel like this connection for some of you has taken on part of your origin story. For others, I feel like the connecting energy might be like children, having children together, or having something to do with children. But for a lot of you, I feel like there's hopes and dreams that the both of you have shared that you're hoping are going to be birthed within this connection. And that's a very strong energetic tie right now for the both of you. But let's go ahead and get into tarot. Let's look and see how this queen person is, what this queen person is thinking right now. What is the queen person thinking right now? Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Swords. And we have the Ace of Cups. What are they currently feeling? The Star, Judgment, and the Queen of Pentacles. And what is shifting for this person? Okay, we have the Devil. The Moon, and the Magician. Okay, let's go ahead and do the fire ant person. What is this fire ant person thinking? Okay, we have the Queen of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the Tower. What are they feeling? the Knight of Swords, the World, and Death, and what's shifting for them. We have the Moon again. The Eight of Cups. And we have the Hierophant. Okay. And finally, let's get the connecting energies. What is the connecting energy of what they're thinking? We have intuition and sadness. This to me is representative. I mean, these two cards together make me feel like this is indicating miscommunication. What is the connecting energy of how they're feeling? We have energy and flow. And what is the energy of what's shifting, the connecting energy? We have ideation and death. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about the Queen first. The Queen is in a state of mistrust. With the Seven of Swords here and then the Weight of Truth, this Queen person is really feeling as though this ant person is out to get them, or like the ant person can't give them what it is that they want. And they're also looking at this connection right now as something that would require a lot of work. However, they do think that the work that it would take would be something that would be beneficial to the both of them. In terms of how they're feeling, we have the Star, Judgment, and the Queen of Pentacles. The Star in the Judgment card is giving me the feeling that this person feels profoundly as though, or has like a profound desire to come together and try to get a handle on things. I think like with the Queen of Pentacles here, they're feeling a desire to make this a little bit more stable. However, it feels like they're not really sure how that can happen at the moment. And then in terms of what is shifting for this person, we have the Devil, the Magician, and the Moon. I feel like the biggest thing that I see from this is that this Queen person is going to recognize their own part in this, I guess. Their own perhaps codependent tendencies, or their tendency to rely really heavily on this person to give them what it is that they need in order to feel as though they're appreciated. And that's just an example. There's just like a realization in this with this Devil here and then the Moon of like understanding their own shadow side. And with the Magician here, I think that what this is indicating is this person is integrating that. The black egg here is being shown because this person is showing up in an authentic way. And they're showing up as authentically and as deeply as they have met themselves. But what this is showing is that they are going to meet themselves a little more deeply here in the near future. And then over here, with the fire ant person, we have the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Tower. This person is viewing this connection right now and is thinking of this connection in the sense of they simply cannot win. I kind of feel like this Queen of Swords is representative of this Queen person right here, in terms of being very rigid with their boundaries, or being very harsh or cold with their words. The Eight of Swords is indicative of this thought of like not knowing how to go about things and feeling kind of like paralyzed because of it. And then the Tower is pure chaos. Like I feel like this person is viewing this connection right now from the lens of seeing it in the form of something that's crumbling away chaotically. And then in terms of what they're feeling, we have the Knight of Swords, the World, and Death. This is more indication that right now what they're feeling is a strong desire to just throw their hands up in the air and say, I'm done. They're a little conflicted, like they want to come and keep working on this, but they don't feel as though, no matter what they did, they wouldn't do it the right way. And then in terms of what's shifting for this person, we also have the Moon. I think both of these people are essentially what I'm getting. Okay, well, let me just finish before I talk about these middle cards. But it feels to me like this person is also going to be going through some shadow work. And in this shadow work, they too are going to start integrating that and using their shadow self as a part of their learning, as a part of their soul's journey. Integrating their shadow rather than denying its existence or hating it. And with the Eight of Cups here, this is truth seeking. I feel like all of this is just indicative of somebody who's going to see themselves in a different way. And what I think is interesting is that both of these people, it's shifting for the both of them. And because of this, I sense that this might actually clear the air. Like I feel like both of these people, there's been such miscommunication here, and both of these people are feeling misunderstood and focusing on being misunderstood by one another rather than recognizing that maybe they're not even understanding themselves entirely. And I feel like they're both going to be coming into a point in time very soon in which they are granted the opportunity to see themselves in a way in which they haven't, and therefore understand one another better, which is indicative of this death. It's indicative of profound transformation and new intentions being set. In terms of what both of these people are thinking, I already spoke about this. This feels like miscommunication. They both feel misunderstood. Like this intuition is kind of murky right now and not actually clarifying anything for either one of them. And in terms of what they're feeling, we have flow and energy. I think that like both of these people are ready to throw in the towel or try to change direction a little bit. But that's what I'm seeing for this group. If this resonated, actually, you know what? Let's get you a relationship card real quick. What advice is there? Benefit of the doubt. I believe in the basic goodness of other people, and I give them the chance to show it. If they prove me wrong, that's on them. At least I can go to sleep knowing that I practice trust and forgiveness rather than fear and doubt. And later on, if I need to, I can always change my mind and retroactively judge them like it's my career. Okay, pile 3. This is where I'm going to leave you for today. If it resonated, I would love to know about how it did in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for listening to me and my raspy voice and being so kind and patient with me as my voice heals. And hopefully I will have the chance to see you in another video soon. Bye. Hello, pile 4. So today we are doing a reading on you versus them. So these cards here are going to represent each one of you and how you're showing up energetically. And then this card here that you picked is going to be representative of the energy between the two of you. So after we get into that, we'll also do tarot cards, and we will look into what each one of you is thinking, feeling, and what is shifting for this connection. So person 1 is showing up as the butterfly and the martyr, and their energy toward the connection is sitting on top of the world, and everything will be okay. Person 2 is showing up as the cosmic egg and Midas, and their energy toward the connection is make-believe. And then the connecting energies between the two of you is the flame. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with this butterfly person. This butterfly person is showing up in this connection currently in a really positive and happy and lighthearted way, and is probably going through some profound changes or transformations themselves. And with the martyr here, I feel like this person is showing up in more of the light attributes of this martyr, in which they are showing up in service of this other person, in genuine love. And then over here we have the cosmic egg and Midas. And this is just it's so positive, it's so beautiful for the both of you. I'm really happy for the both of you. The cosmic egg person is somebody who is very evolved and living very consciously, living very connected to their source. And with Midas here, they're also living very abundantly or positively, and they have really high hopes for this connection. And you can see that here with make-believe as their energy toward this connection. They are manifesting like crazy. And so is this butterfly person. This butterfly person feels very positively about where this connection is headed, and truly believes that what they want, they already have. And then the connecting energies between these two people is the flame. There is an immense amount of love here, an immense amount of inspiration, an immense amount of passion. It's beautiful. Okay. I love it when it's I love it when it's positive. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into what it is that this martyr person is thinking. I will call them the butterfly. What is the butterfly thinking right now? Okay. We have the Fool, the Eight of Swords, and the Four of Swords. What are they feeling? We have the Six of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. And what is shifting for this person? Okay, we have the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Tower. What is the cosmic egg person thinking? We have the King of Cups, the Emperor, and the Page of Pentacles. What are they feeling? We have the Page of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. And what is shifting for them? We have the Two of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, and lastly, let's get the connecting energies and then we'll get on into it. What are both of these people thinking? We have ghost. What are both of these people feeling? We have rest. And what is shifting for both of them? Mystery. Okay. So, in terms of what this butterfly person is thinking, I would say that they are ready to just kind of like jump on into this and take a leap of faith. However, I think intuitively there is a part of them that is kind of expressing to them that a little bit more patience is needed with this Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords. And also I feel like this is indicative of them realizing that they don't need to rush this because it feels really right to them. How they're feeling, we have the Six of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. I would say that the Six of Swords is a card of transition into calmer waters, and the Four of Pentacles can oftentimes be a very conservative energy. However, here, what I feel like is it's more of like a secure feeling. This person feels very calm and secure. They're not having to run off of like a protective mindset constantly. They feel very at ease and safe in this connection, and they feel very lucky. They feel very lucky. Oh, there's another one. Oh my God, the Two of Cups. Look at that. What's shifting for this person? We have the Two of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Tower. So the King of Wands is a master manifester. This is somebody who knows what it is that they want and has the fire within them to make it happen. And to just allow it to come. And right now, this person is kind of in a state of still kind of taking things slowly. However, what's shifting is this is going to become a much faster energy for them, and union is happening. This person is very much ready for union, or if you guys are already in union, a deeper connection. And with the Tower here, this is signifying that this is going to rock this person's world. Okay. What this other person is thinking, this cosmic egg person is thinking, I feel like they feel like they kind of have this. It's like they know they have the power to get what it is that they want. They're sitting in their power. They're viewing this connection, they're thinking about this connection in a way in which they are this King of Cups and this Emperor. It's very masculine energy, but like healthy, positive masculine energy. They're viewing this connection from their heart space. And they're viewing this connection as something that is worthy of protecting. It's something that's worthy of going to battle for. And it's also something that is worthy of taking as much time that is needed in order to make things kind of fit perfectly or fall into place the way that they're meant to. This person isn't rushing. And then in terms of how they are feeling, we have the Page of Swords, the Six of Swords again, and we have the Ten of Swords. It feels like this person is feeling, for one, very, very curious about where this connection is headed, and about, this butterfly person in general. They just feel very drawn to them. But we have the Six of Swords again. I feel like for this to have shown up for both people, and then for rest to be, the connecting energy, if there was some sort of like argument or challenging period for this connection, both parties feel as though they've gone past that. Especially this cosmic egg person, they feel as though those challenging times, either individually, whatever they've gone through, or any challenging times that they have gone through with this butterfly person, have come to an end, and they feel much more at peace. In terms of what's shifting for this cosmic egg person, we have the Two of Wands, the Three of Cups, Judgment, and the Eight of Pentacles. To me, this is indicative of like things finally coming into fruition. The Eight of Pentacles is indicative of like reaping what it is that you sow, and Judgment is showing me that they're going to be able to look at what it is that they have manifested in the eye soon enough. They're going to be able to see it and touch it and taste it and smell it just as much as they envisioned all of that. The Three of Pentacles shows me that there's going to be continuous working together. It's more of this like union energy or like leveling up. And the Two of Wands shows me that like a transition or a pathway has been made that this person is going to step through. And with mystery here, what's shifting for these people is everything that they wanted is coming to them. It's like they've both felt this connection for so long, and yet it almost, I don't know, it feels like for mystery to be here, it's clearing the air. This Tower energy and Judgment right here is clearing the air, and what was clouded is no longer going to be clouded, and everything is going to come into light, and there isn't going to be mystery anymore. There's going to be clarity and peace and love and collaboration and manifestations. It's very exciting. Let me go ahead and get you guys really quickly an advice card. What advice is there for pile 4? Independence. I embrace total independence, and I see how empowering that is. Even when I'm in a relationship, I can still be independent by meeting my own needs and creating my own happiness. When I do that, I'm the fullest version of myself, and I have much more to give without needing pieces of me in return. All right, pile 4. Well, this is what I am seeing for you guys today. If this resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for being patient with me while my voice heals, and thank you so much for watching. I hope that I will have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye!